Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again here at ETH, seeing what's going on with Ethereum. We're going to double check some liquidation data on the back end, just kind of see basically where these liquidation levels are at. If we looked last, there was definitely a larger amount to the downside, and smaller time frames there was more, but larger time frames it's further down. So let's talk about that actually. First and foremost, looking at Ethereum the last 7 days, we can see here there's a lot of liquidation here at about 3,200. Okay, so that's really, really close. Strong likelihood we're going to see that price action come down there. Just because Bitcoin does look like it wants to retest that 60,000 mark, there's possibilities too for Bitcoin to hit that 56, 57,000 again for either a double bottom or just an initial, liquidation sweep of that larger time frame liquidation. Okay. Keep in mind though, majority of the liquidation levels have been swept for Bitcoin in the short term, so I think we're probably pretty good here. But either way you look at it, 3,200 is an area there on the last 7 days. And we do take a look at last month, we can see 3,200 and roughly 31 down to 3,000. So I'd say anywhere here between now and 3,000, there's a strong, distinct likelihood that Ethereum is going to continue lower. Main reason why I say that is because we've lost our most recent low and retest it as a high. I'm going to show you that on the charts here, so you can kind of see what I'm referring to there. But for the most part here, not a good sign. All right. So let's look at the daily time frame. Actually, no, let's go with the weekly first and work our way down. So when it comes to the weekly time frame, we always want to be over specific moving averages, mainly the 20-day simple moving average. Bitcoin has lost this, so has Ethereum. They're very similar in a way, minus the fact that we got a stronger, better ascending trend line for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Regardless of all that, we see here, weekly, we lost a 20-day SMA. That's generally unfavorable. We're still over 50 on the RSI, but stochastic swinging down and money flow index kind of hanging out right there at about 50. And again, we've seen a MACD divergence as well. Bitcoin's exuding very similar behaviors and just generally bearish on the weekly. Okay, there's no other way around it. But the truth is, we're still on this ascending trend line here on the daily time frame. So we can kind of see we've seen higher lows consistently with this coin. So we'll see here soon, whenever that's retested, if it is, if it's going to hold or not. Okay, that's the important thing here. Again, that's running concurrent with the 200-day set moving average. All right. We take a look here down below. We can see as well when we look at some moving averages. This is again on the daily time frame. We are below 50 on the RSI. Stochastic swinging down. MACD is diverging. And we've lost every important moving average. Yeah. So ETH is definitely on the downside here. All right. And again, when we look at the situation here as far as daily time frame, in fact, let's look at the 4-hour. It's a little easier to identify in the 4-hour. When we see here, we double bottomed here, basically wicked all the way down to the support level at about 3360. That area of support is now the new resistance. Okay. There's a strong chance we're going to see the price action reject off that level and continue lower if it does retest that range. Okay. Now again, there's a possibility too that Bitcoin could just shoot straight up here and be all good, and then Ethereum would recover as well in the same regard. But all this liquidation to the downside, and just Bitcoin looking very, very weak, a lot of selling pressure right now. It doesn't make a ton of sense that we're going to see ETH recover quickly. It does have a tendency of doing so as well. So you do want to make sure if you're going to take a trade, I would say low leverage makes a lot more sense. I mean, I'm always going to say that regardless, but I like to emphasize that because some people get crazy when they hear, oh, things are really bearish, the price is going to go down, we got a lot of liquidation, they just go hard and fast. And if you do that, you could be subject to liquidation because higher liquidation levels, liquidation occurs faster for higher leverage, rather. Okay, high leverage is a bad idea unless you're day trading. That's kind of a different story. So take a look here at the Ichimoku cloud. Again, everything here is just screaming bearish divergence. There's no other way around it. And we do take a look at our TPO here. We can kind of see here that our point of control for this coin is 33.18. We close above 33.18 today, we might have a chance of being able to recover. But the truth here is that the bears have controlled the last 24 hours of trading, and closing below that would significantly it'd be a lot more bearish than the potential for recovery. So just keep that in mind. That's roughly where we're at here. It really does feel like the bottom's going to drop out here for this coin. So what are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. If you don't already, hit the like button, comment below. Deeply appreciate your feedback. And obviously, make sure you take advantage of this exclusive offer from BitUnix. I'm mostly mentioning this to people who have already used my link to register, because if you have, you've got until the 30th to take advantage of this. And then, of course, if you want to join us over on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, maybe even Twitter, Telegram, Discord, it's all available for you. Link down below. I look forward to working with you either way. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.